Tuesday morning, we've got another nice day coming your way. Temperatures today are going to be about where they should be for this time of year. We're looking at a live camera from Mount Shasta, just cause it's awesome. Got the mic kind of slowly figuring it out. There was a little buzz in it, and then I realized, it's because I'm charging the phone or the camera at the same. I mean, it's all like, listen, in TV, you just come out there and talk. And now it's like you got optics, you got lights, you got audio, you got set decor. So it's it's actually fun. It's funny because now I have a whole new respect for the crew I work with at Channel 2 for all those years, because they used to get mad at me all the time because I just didn't, I just come in and talk. I mean, we got along great, but I was just like, I didn't understand all the intricacies. Now I kind of do. And I'm humbled. I'm greatly humbled. The average temperature in San Jose today, 68 degrees. San Jose today goes 71. So 2 to 3 degrees above the average. San Francisco's average is 65. That's at the airport, and they're going to go 65 today. Concord averages 70 degrees, and they're going to go 73 today. Concord tomorrow goes 80 degrees. So a nice looking little warm up out there. Bernie today, 58. Redding, 71 degrees. Blue Canyon 56, LA 68, and just a nice day. And it warms up this week, and then things cool down at the end of the week, which we'll talk about that as well. We're going to look at some air quality stuff too, because we got purple air, we got spare the air alerts, you've got, there's all sorts of like air quality things, and they measure different things. So we'll just take a real quick peek at that, just because I want you to be savvy to what you're looking at. Because it matters. What can we start with? What else I got here? Chico today is going to go 72. Tomorrow Chico goes 80. Sacramento today, 74. Tomorrow they go 81. All right, let's get going. This is Mount Shasta. We'll throw a quick loop on it just because I'll only go 2 hours this time, let's say. 2 hours. But I just love watching the way the clouds kind of move in there. It's as of my time, it's about 9 o'clock this morning. It's actually 9:01 this morning. And just beautiful. Again, this is a celebration. Ooh, nice. A little fog down in the valley, kind of working its way up. A lot of it, we do weather for sure, right off the top, bam. We're going to do that, and we're going to get going there. And then we're going to go do some awesome California love stuff. Okay, so real quick, this is purple air. You know what it measures? It measures particulate matter. PM 2.5 to PM 10. Particulate matter, I think it's microns. I should know that. I think it's 2.5 microns. But it's particulate in the air. So it could be pollen, smoke, industrial, anything. But that's the stuff, if you're older or have sensitive lungs or pre-existing conditions, particulate matter will mess you up. So in this case, purple air, which I really like purple air a lot. I use it a lot during the course of the season. First thing I like about it is it makes me really happy we live where we live. I think it should load all these other ones in. Because one of the things you see, maybe it doesn't. Maybe it only goes out west, huh? Okay, well, I'm cool with that. But one of the things I want you to see is, I think it goes further than that. Come on. Doesn't it load up? Okay, well, usually it does. For some reason, it's not doing it for me right now. Oh, there it goes. When you look at the country, you can see who's got the better air quality on a daily basis, right? Because particulate matter, smoke, dust, pollen, industrial product, and you can kind of go, okay, right now, actually, it's not. This time of year, winter air quality can be an issue. Places like Colorado, Denver, and you actually see that here because you got a lot of wood smoke, right? I can't even remember. I think some places you can't even build, like in Bay Area, you can't build a house unless it has you can't have a wood burning fire. But where I'm going here is we now know what purple air measures. They don't measure ozone. That's another thing. Ground level ozone is what Bay Area Air Quality Management District measures, and there's other sensing sites. And ground level ozone is just some bad mojo. Upper stratospheric ozone, good stuff. Keeps the harmful sun's energy, rays, and microwave, shortwave energy from burning our skin, causing problems. So the ozone in the upper atmosphere, O3, is good, beneficial. But at the surface, your car emits stuff. The sun acts on that stuff and turns the oxygen, the H2O, into O3, ozone, and you get bad for your lungs. It's inflammatory. So that's what the Bay Area Air Quality Management District's measuring. So, but either way, on all of this, we have a vast ocean out here, a vast ocean, and the prevailing winds are generally this way. So in the Bay Area, we have, and I often say this, we have some of the best air quality of anywhere, any urban center in the world. That's just a fact. Just because you're coming off the water, it has a chance to clean up. Okay, so this is the infrared satellite image. There's the jet stream, right? Let's just do that. That's the jet stream. You can go, oh yeah, there's the jet stream. It's not always that simple, but I would suggest that is the jet stream's probably doing something more like this. But you can kind of see the core of it, right? High pressure over the top of us. There's a little patchy coastal fog here. Infrared measures temperature. It's a temperature measurement. So that you're looking at, okay, they reverse it. So the blues, the darker blues represent colder, lower temperatures. So, oh yeah, higher clouds. So you see vertical development within the cloud shields, right? IR is awesome, infrared, for finding, it's good for finding clouds at night. Because in this next one I'm going to show you here, this is my favorite. This is the satellite goes west visible picture. And that's just a snapshot, man. That's just an astronaut floating over or there's somebody up, it's automated, but you know what I'm saying. Somebody with a camera up in the Goes West satellite. And so you can see the fog along the coast here, right? That's low stuff. This isn't color coded. This is just, boom, this is how it looks. You can see it up around Mount Shasta. We saw those clouds. You can see snow in the Sierra Nevada, right? Interestingly enough, you see really aggressive snowfall south of Lake Tahoe, right? So those areas have access to more moisture often. Valley fog down towards Bakersfield. Valley fog out towards the Salinas Valley, out towards kind of little Modesto-y. And then coastal fog in Santa, what is that? Point Dume, all the way south to San Diego and into Mexico. So that is the visible satellite. That is the satellite of choice. The reason it's dark out here, right, is the sun is still coming up, right? So it's a visible picture, so it can't see anything. So Hawaii and those areas, it'll show up in a little while. Okay, right to the model. We do have a warm-up coming. We know what the surface isobars represent. We know what these dashed lines represent. And let's watch them, just watch them go up. Ooh, they're going up, right? So it's warming up. So you just made your own forecast. Temperatures warming up as we go into the next couple days. And then watch what they do. They go, oh, they're starting to cool. See, the trough goes by on Thursday afternoon, and they start to drop down, right? So, yeah, right? Cool down, cool down, cool down. And then, oh, they start to climb back up. Are you looking at the dashed lines? I don't know. Because once you get used to looking at them, you'll go, oh, yeah, look at that. Look at that. I mean, the other stuff you're looking at is the blue. Oh, yeah, maybe a little bit of rain here. Not really. Maybe Crescent City, you get a little bit of rain. And then a little something on Saturday, but really just knocks. The main impact here is what we're looking at is temperature change. So here we are today, warming. We're going to see some low 80s as we go into Thursday. And then somewhere on Friday, it starts to equalize, and then those lines start to come down on Friday. So Friday's a cooling trend, right? And then let's see what happens Saturday. Saturday is kind of mild, and then Sunday starts to warm up again. See the lines go like that. Not the solids, the little dashed purple lines. I know, you guys are getting it. I mean, I'm telling you right now, this is all, not all, but it's a lot of what you do and when you're making your own forecast. So you go to my links page, pull up the GFS. You're going to a cocktail party, and somebody's going to big dog you with their fancy new app, which why apps are kind of, they'll get better. You watch. With AI, the apps are going to get sick. But right now, the apps suck. Just there you go. I said it. Except Windy. Windy's a good app. But you're going to be able to big dog them and go, hey, no. Would you look at the 500 millibar thickness lines? And they're going to be rising. Okay. I don't think you'll do that because you're not a jerk. But if you were a jerk, you could do that. This is the accumulated rainfall. That's through Saturday. So that's the cool down, right? And that's right. So, and that's through all the way through the 24th of April. So are we going to get a lot of rain? Not according to the GFS accumulated rainfall map. What else do I have for you? I write things down sometimes just so I don't go all wandery. I think I'm on it. Blue Canyon today, you're going to go 56 degrees. Tomorrow, Blue Canyon goes 65. And it's nice to look at, I'm happy to say that we're looking at this map without a bunch of fear and, for tornadoes, because that area has now moved offshore, that division of air masses. Here is, let's put in the jet stream. Can I do it? Yeah, I can. I hope that's close. That's kind of close. Sorry, that's not my best work. Here's the system kind of offshore, some showers up in the Pacific Northwest. And for us, the ridge of high pressure is starting to pump up. You can kind of see, can you see how the clouds kind of go with the loop moving up? Okay, so the watches and warnings for today, you still have your flood concern screens, right, for the Mississippi and Ohio valleys, because it had been raining, and like I say, you're gonna see this green out here for a few more days because it takes time for those rivers to come down. Watch the Weather Channel, Kentucky, parts of those areas. There's lots of visuals right now of. I'm actually watching it right now. Yeah, Frankfort, Kentucky's got tons of water. It's just a slow-moving disaster, essentially. This is cold stuff. Frost and freeze, that means the front's gone through, right? And the cool air has won. Temperatures are going to be on the cool side. Winter storm concerns there. And overall, kind of quiet. Here is the rainfall for today and tomorrow. This is tomorrow's forecast. And this is tomorrow's forecast. It looks easy, right? Awesome. So that's good. I kind of don't like, because we're focused on California here, West Coast. And I kind of don't dig talking about I like seeing the whole weather picture, but I'm not interested. I should be. I know I shouldn't say that. That wasn't cool. But I'm not. I'm more just really, I just want you guys to grasp this thing that we have out here and then show you how it relates to everything else, which is important. So that I misspoke there. So no cards and letters, please. Okay, this is Mount Tam looking towards Sutro Tower right there. Little bit of coastal fog, but watch the direction with which it moves. Watch this. Kind of going the fog, right? There's a little bit of, see it down the avenues, and then some valley fog. See, it gets cold in those little pockets in Mill Valley. And then you see the fog, the coastal fog kind of working its way on shore. And you see the higher clouds going this way? So you got a little bit of wind shear, don't you? You got a surface pressure gradient. Yeah, you got a surface pressure gradient. And aloft, you've got the airflow kind of working its way out of the valley. That's interesting. So it's a minor wind shear, but just a little bit. When you can see cloud decks, wind shear, and that's how you get weather usually, not in this case. But wind shear is when you get two wind either going this way. Shear, just the difference in direction, speed. And that causes weather. It causes disturbance. This is now us over on, that was where we were. This is where we are. And there's that fog again, low-lying stratus, some high clouds. We talked about those 2 days ago, representing this change in the weather that was coming. And now they're kind of fading from sight because the systems are moving further to the north. The cirrus clouds, the storms aren't as vigorous, and so the cirrus clouds are not as being produced as vigorously and pushing into our area. That made sense, I think. Okay, I like this shot only because I grew up in the Central Valley. Sacramento today, let's see what you're going to be. You're going to be 74 degrees, and you're going to be 81 degrees tomorrow, which is about where you should be for this time of year, mid-70s, something like that. Chico's going to go 80 degrees tomorrow as well. This reminds me of being a kid. Central Valley. I'll put a little loop on this too, because we did do weather. It's kind of a light weather day, which makes it more fun for me, because then I can just do my tour, or our tour. And then you can see some of the high cirrus clouds. Then you see parts of the Delta looking towards Sacramento, the Valley. And growing up in the Central Valley, I grew up in the foothills of Central Valley, but we were in Chico and Orville all the time. Gridley used to hunt pheasant down in God, I guess down in Colusa, but and fishing and what have you. But you kind of get, it's like the Midwest. You really do. You feel like, oh, it's so flat. And you get, as a kid, you take it for granted. But then when you see it again, I'm like, oh, that's awesome. Just the flat expanse of farmland and riparian habitat. It's awesome. Okay, Central Valley. This is, my apologies for being incorrect. I had a nice woman yesterday correct me. This is up by Point Conception. This is, I think, the campus up at UCSB. And then this would be Santa Barbara right here, State Street. And then Carpinteria and I think area south. So we're kind of up at La Conchita. Now we're looking more north, right? 280, 185 degrees. North is 360. I think this is Rincon here. So that's Inside Point, which is one of my favorite ways in the world, which I screwed it up yesterday because when you guys was like, no, dude, Rincon's not south of La Conchita. It's north of La Conchita, which it is, but I'm more LA savvy now than I used to be because I used to, I go down there a lot surfing, but I don't do a lot of LA things. Like here's a great example, Mount Palomar. I did write this down today. Palomar, this is the Palomar camera. I always did the Palomar Observatory. First of all, that looks awesome and cool. And I've never gone to the observatory, which I can't believe I've never done. There's one in Chabot Observatory, but literally 30 miles from my house. But Palomar is 6,000 plus feet up. It's pretty high. And which way are we looking, you think? So we're looking, right, 270 is west. So we're kind of looking west, southwest a little bit. That's the direction we're looking at. 360 is north, right? And then 180 south, the way you're looking. This is, you know where it is. This is Heavenly Valley. Let's see who's out today. Let's see the lucky dogs. He's a little back on his skis, man. A little back on his skis. I mean, he's crushing, though. Dude, he's got the day off. I bet he's humming a little tune. There's my boy. But you see, it's interesting how skiing's a funny thing. It is, that guy can ski. I can see he's forward. Yeah. Beautiful day, Lake Tahoe, 0 wind on the lake. Beautiful day. And we've had this advantageous snowfall. We looked at the indexes, the 8-station index, the 6-station index, and we're above average for rain and snow in the Northern Sierra, which in Southern Cascades, which is super, super helpful. I am selfishly waiting for someone to ski by so I can critique them. I can't ski that good. But yeah, see, he's kind of back on his heels a little bit. It's like he can ski okay. Well, they're all skiing okay. But it's just instinct, and I think it must have to do with physical fitness because I think it's harder to stay forward. I never really thought about it. It's easier just to stand up and turn on your heels. And everybody does. My dad used to get mad at me all the time because, I grew up skiing in the 60s. And the skis back then, you couldn't do that. The skis back then, I had like two... Well, that's what time I got. Oh yeah, I had like 210s, 215 head steel, Look Nevada bindings. You could not do what that guy's doing because you would just the tips would cross up, you'd be done, and you would be injured. So that guy in the orange a little better. See how he's kind of, at least he's following it around. He's still throwing snow off the bottom. Now I don't ski that well, but I do know how to ski well. This is North Star. Because we can. Let's see what time we got. 8 minutes. I'm checking. Let's see if somebody blows by and we can critique them. I'm sorry. It's funny. I'm the guy. Nice. I'm the guy who every time I go surfing, every time I go fishing, every time I go skiing, every time I go mountain biking, I want to get better. I know, and that's on me, man. That's on me. I gotta get bigger than that. But I always want to get better. I don't know why. And sometimes somebody once told me that they go, why can't you just be cool with where you are? And I'm like, I don't know. It's probably I'll bet it's from being from paradise. I'll bet it is. Because we were always the little engine that could up on the hill. And we had awesome football teams. Oh my God. We were good. We were real good. And that was but we were always trying to prove ourselves. And all my friends are like me. Dwayne Awalt, you know who you are. Larry Greer, you know who you are. Kenny Olson, you know who you are. You guys, we're all the same, man. Sorry. Yeah. I've been to therapy. Okay, this is Mount Rose. Again, it's just awesome to see this much snow up in the Sierra this time of year. Beautiful day. A little bit of wind on the backside. Now remember, Mount Rose on kind of the east side of the Sierra Nevada. So it's a little bit on the rain shadow side. But I would love to be up there today. I think I might get to go. I'm going surfing. I'm almost sure I'm going to get to go surfing tomorrow. And then I'm going, maybe I'll go skiing. I don't know if I'll go skiing this weekend. I shouldn't say anything before I talk to my wife. This is Kirkwood, and a little slow today, but still beautiful. And snow's out of the trees. We've had some warm days. Temperatures up in the mountains have been on the mild side. This is, where are we right now? Oh, Stinson Beach. Wow, isn't that pretty? A lot of swell getting in. There's some good surf right now. Stinson Beach, now we're going to go, we face a little more south here, so the swell not that big. Now we go further south down to San Francisco's Ocean Beach, and we are at, what are we, 15 miles as the crow flies, 10 miles as the crow flies, and it's substantially bigger, it's 6 to 8 foot, maybe 9 foot, and it's just squirrely, gnarly. And then check this out, we go down a little further south to Lindemar, and again, same thing, but a little different. It faces another direction, faces a little more north. And that, let's see what we got. That doesn't let the swell get in. This is why Lindemar, literally, if you're going to learn how to surf, here's the thing, bro. Don't go to Ocean Beach. Don't go to Ocean Beach till you've been surfing 10 years. Go somewhere like this where you're feeling awesome and you're not going to get dinged up by your board and the surf's not scary and you're not going to have to get rescued. And the other thing too is, and this is Pleasure Point First Peak, this is good too, better place to learn for sure, but instead of going out and sitting on the main peak where those guys have probably, and men and women have probably been surfing out there for the last 50 years, which is true of me, go kind of sit a little bit inside, like this guy's cool right here. I mean, they're all cool, but just kind of grab scraps, get good, and then you'll earn your way into the lineup. You will. You just have to be there a little while. You just can't show up, which is one of the beautiful things about surfing is, this is Mavericks. That's a place I would know, guys, if I went out, but I would never paddle out there. I've been surfing 45 years. I'm a little bit scared too, but on a 10-foot day, I could probably be all right. But I would never just paddle out there. It's just disrespectful to the people who've been surfing it forever and ever and ever. I would sit on the inside and grab scraps. So I know. But I'm the same guy who can't. Yeah. I wanted to show you this because I wanted you to see how, that's how a big wave break looks when there's no swell. And hello, look at you guys. They are, where are they? They're at Big Bear. Big Bear is at almost 8,000 feet. I didn't realize it was that high. I wrote down the elevation. 6,000, pardon me, Big Bear's almost at 7,000 feet. 6,752 feet. And those two want to eat. Oh my God. Now, I can't have the volume on because it screws up my audio feed. But isn't that beautiful? Look how big they're getting. I mean, because of their proximity to the camera, they look bigger, as big as mom almost, but they're not. The weather up there, temperatures are in the 50s, low 60s the next couple of days. And it's fun to see them. I love seeing them healthy like this because look at those babies. Those bad boys want to eat and they need food because they are growing. They grew since yesterday, for crying out loud. Oh my God. It's almost comical, isn't it? Awesome. All right. Thanks for hanging in today. This is where they are. I just like the shot of the lake. So that's where they are. Oh, and that's where they are. They're down. When I say that's where they are, they're down here at the point, right? So they're down there, and that's where they are. Okay, so we'll talk more. I don't think I have anything else for you. It's going to be a nice week ahead. We know about PM 2.5 to 10. That's particulate matter, and that's what can get in your lungs. That's what purple air measures, which I think is very important. The Spare the Air, the Bay Area Air Quality Management District, the management districts, air quality, they measure essentially ozone, ground level ozone, which is dangerous as well, but that's more a function of urban environment. Okay, that's it. We did it. We did a little bit of everything. Today's Tuesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday, warmer. Temperatures back into the mid 70s, even some low 80s starting to show up on Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday it starts to cool down. All right, that was awesome. See you guys back here soon.